So Shavi FS Hub, let's look at 4 hours and possibly see what SAU is doing. SAU bulls are just in the corner and just forget about trying to sell this thing for now. Just forget about it. You could lose some money. You're going to lose a whole lot of money if you're trying to sell this thing on your own. Wait for a buy opportunity. You want the market to return to a higher low, then you go higher high. So at the moment the market is high, you can't go in now say you want to sell it. It You can't. That's not your duty to sell. The sell that will drive the market down is an institutional sell, not retail sell. That's one thing you must understand. So the only sell that will bring this price down is an institutional sell. When central banks offload huge deposits, then you can see price come down. So for now, try and forget about trying to sell SAU. It might not just work. So we'll have on 4 hours time frame, we'll have a W structure, and we're picking the breaker structures of those W structure, and this is a possible retest. And you can see, look at the possible retest, and you have seen how price. Look at the retest here; it's within the zone, and you can see it has returned again. And at the end, we are going to gauge it to see. We are going to gauge it. When we gauge it, then we can now draw our analysis from the gauge, and from there we'll know possibly what price will do next. It is from our gauge. So let's uh, let's clone this, and we are looking for break of structure at this level, and we'll see what it gives us. We have here clean break of structure, and when price deviates from the structure, but here we have here a demand floor, break of a demand floor, supply roof, disrespect of a supply roof. The when price returned, respected a supply roof. So I think henceforth we start to get respected. We get respected. So entire here we're respected. We can ignore this. This is negligible. Let's neglect this. So as long as we are respected, this is 3-1. So 3-1 makes decent sense. If you are respected three times and disrespected once, you don't have to complain. 3-1. So let's get that clear. And you see, when we came here again, we were respected again. A broken supply roof becomes a demand floor, and price have respected. A broken demand floor becomes a supply roof. We are respected, and price didn't get to this level. It's okay. It's still flowing, showing that price is trading below supply. So what we see at the moment after cloning that structure is the possibility that SAU upswing on technical on technical. And if we are judging by what price have done, this could become your new sell zone officially, where you begin to look for sell opportunity. Why I say this as a potential sell zone is that we want to factor this sale that didn't get to this level on inclined form, such as this. This is what I mean. So we're making it a zone. So if we're making a zone out of this, this is your new sell zone. It's going to be your new sell zone so that we can accommodate the structure to respect that retest. We want it to respect the retest. So in order to include it, we're going to make a zone. So this becomes your official sell zone. So your official sell zone is going to be within 2780 into 2768. So it's a whole longer bullish move coming up. But let's look at another parameter. Another parameter that is very important. We want to see a break of it. We have here another W structure, a bullish price action, and the break of the neckline and a possible retest. This is a W structure. This is the retest to the W structure, and we want to capture it. And we'll see it if it's broken. If that structure is broken, then we know that we have fought a good fight, and that is why 62 level 2662 level has been contested for sale, and when price return, it returned and respected it because that area is a is an area that broke out from a respected neckline. You can see the W structure here and the break of the neckline. This is the neckline, and this is the latest one, which is also respected. And you see price return here, respected it, and you see it came back again, respected the structure before breaking a demand floor. And 2662 yesterday, by close of the candle, tapped into the zone and respected the structure. And on technical, we're expecting that price should make some level of retracement to respect that structure, where we look for a potential buy opportunity at 2638. So set your buy order. 2638 makes a decent sense if there will be a pullback. But I mean nobody can really tell if there's going to be a pullback. But if you have a pullback, it makes a decent sense to wait for price here so that you can join the rally and go high. What you are looking for is correction, an intraday correction that brings price into this zone. There are a couple of fundamental analysis coming, which are likely. One candle can do this. One bearish candle can bring price to this level, and it can even pierce it very well and pull price back again, where you see this structure broken and price begin to print high. And it's also possible that price can from here begin to go completely go back. But let's look at it again. That we have an all-time high, and we want to connect our previous all-time high with our last swing, which is 2726. That gives us another descending trend line. So we want to hold that, and let's see at the end of the day how price reacts. And when we combine the both of them, we're having a clear symmetrical triangle. So that symmetrical triangle on 4 hours. Now we are looking at as price continue to contract, it's waiting for an escape route where it can print a larger price action. So what we'll see here is as price gets into the roof, let's see how price behaves when it gets to the roof. When it gets to the roof, watch how the price behaves at that level and look at the prevailing candlestick pattern and see in lower time frame if there are other chart patterns involving a lower time frame that shows a clear breakout as price is approaching the roof. But on technical, I feel that a breakout from the top is likely based on the presence of the liquidity injection by institutions. And it's an institutional involvement. So when institutions are involved in a very pair, it moves in a very bullish one, and most stop loss really do not count. So at the moment, we're seeing institutional hand, and you can see the institutional hand is evident from August. After we'll have a price action at this level, a demand floor, break of a demand floor retest, break of a supply floor retest, break of a demand floor retest. When price return disrespected a supply roof, break of a supply roof, then it turns the supply roof to a demand floor and price returns again. So you can see this week is evident in our current price action three times. You see, it took a time for us to see this is a hidden trade secret. And if you look at this rejection at this level, it's respecting after price respecting the broken supply roof twice, respect once, respect two, respect three, and it's within the zone. So we make a zone out of this so that we can accommodate future prices that try to get within the zone. I say when price return here in the month of November, it respected that price action. And when we came again in December, we respected it. And finally, we came down again on Monday, December 24, and we saw the impact of institutional liquidity injection. So what we see here is that price will pull us to, let's see if the breakout from the symmetrical triangle happens, and if there is a push into this zone, that means the daily candle rule might apply, and the the new candle will continue to sell from the where the previous candle closed. So the previous candle closed at 2657, and a pullback of maybe about 3, 4, 5, 6 points, and it continues in this bullish path. So, however, we want to see if it's possible for price to break out from this structure. This is an important structure in this rally. So, a breakout from this structure is an indication that buyers are back, and most likely you're going to give it to them. So, watch it and see what it does at this level, and We want to see if it is possible that this layer is broken. If this layer is broken, by London session, we'll be back to recalibrate and look at what price have done in Sydney and Asian session. So for the moment, the price in the hand of the Sydney and Asians, and I believe that they also bring their own kind of volatility, which they started. In fact, the rally started from Sydney Asian friction yesterday, and they shown a significant, you know, strength. And after that, they push price to a very strong level where we see today. So what we look at right now is to see how price closes. The next 4 hours candle. We want to see how it closes. But on this structure, we are very confident on this structure. Very confident on this structure. So if price breaks above it, so be it. So it is what it is. If it breaks above it, then that means you are going to print a new high. That's what that means. So if that happens, then you see now the next thing you are going to observe is that how price behave when it return to this trend line, this ascending trend line on break of this structure. This is the neckline break and retest. Look at what price have done. Price has gone on to print a new high. Look at it, a massive bullish candle. And when price return to this kind of this trend line again, look at what it has done, create a new high. So technically, when they came again, they couldn't do that and broke the structure. So if they return and manage to break this structure again, most likely they will print a similar high like they have done here. So if they print a similar high they have done here, then this is your new sell zone. So the market might push into 278 zone, possibly retesting the current all-time high. So thereby this invalidates our yesterday sell zone. So we're just looking at it critically. If price returns to this trend line, and this is the distance of travel, what price have done from here to this. In fact, it's not even complete. So let's get our facts right. Let's get it right so that we'll estimate the level of damage that they are about to. This is the distance on this level. So if price returns to that level and the upswing persists, they persist and they don't want to give up, then most likely the previous all-time high will be smashed. So if you have your sell order at that level, they are going to take it. So if that happens, even here will be wrong. Then you are seeing gold trading at 2,800 mark. But before that happens, we want to see a breakout from the symmetrical triangle roof. This is the roof, this is the floor. So we have seen the structure play out. So let's see what price does. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. So this is the roof, this is the floor. So when price gets to this level, we want to see the price action. But I'm also optimistic that a push into the roof of the symmetrical triangle will be respected, thereby giving you a sell opportunity. So at this level now, we begin to expect a potential bearish drop. It's a kind of, it might be a daily correction. So you can never tell. So at this level, we expect a correction at this level. So this is what should we expect. So let's see how 2662 does. I do not want to see a break above 2662. A break above 2662, which is the highest price got yesterday, will ultimately mean is a break of a daily resistance. So if the break of a daily resistance happens, then it means that price has already initiated a trouble mark. Then most likely it's actually going to continue to trade up. So we do not want to see a tap into 2662. Actually, I'm using it as a litmus test. So, however, if either by Asian session they manage to break that structure, then of course you can get a correction from London section where the price comes back. And the correction does not mean because it's a day candle. Now we have already broken a supply roof. That is the number one rule. The day close as 2662 as a high. That is the daily close high. So if we if we manage in a new session, which is a new day candle, break 2662, then what I want to see is that price here actually come down as a way of daily correction, come and retest and possibly go back to break it. I mean to continue trading upwards. Because what it means is that a broken supply roof will become a demand floor. So even if it pulls back by 300 pip or by 400 or 250 pip, it has the right to continue to trade up using that broken supply roof as a demand floor. That is the technique. So it doesn't work all the time. I mean, if it works all the time, it's a whole lot of money in the bank. So it doesn't work all the time, but it's very technical and it represents the dynamic nature of market and a more accurate way to relate to demand and supply. Because the market in the SAU market is based on demand and supply. So it's not something special, but I'm seeing some retracements. I'm seeing some retracement to this reaction at this level. So we might continue to see that, and the 4 hours candle might close respecting that structure. 2660 is showing some significant retracement. So we would want to see how, um, let's say, by close of time, we want to see the next 1 hour candle. The next 1 hour candle might be a bearish candle after price attempting to hit that. So be patient. Let's wait till the close of this candle, and the next 1 hour candle might do the magic. So you must be patient in the next 38 minutes thereabouts. This candle is going to close. Then we want to see a new candle come up. So the next new candle, then we'll see how it happens. But I think we're optimistic at this level that price will hold. And if it doesn't, it is what it is. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing. It's just dynamic. Can never be